It is a beautiful day in Shoal Bay. That's right, Shoal Bay, my old stomping grounds. I was actually here for a better part of a week, if I'm not mistaken, and I moseyed up the beach to another spot called Nelson Bay. And I thought I would take a little drive today. It is a Saturday, and it's the first Saturday since they've started to actually ease some of the restrictions. And as I'm out and about, I got to tell you, it does look a little bit different here on this Saturday as opposed to the previous several Saturdays. And you actually see folks out on bikes. Some of the storefronts are open. You see these folks here having a nice picnic down by the beach. And I am headed over towards Mount Tamari. Tamari. And that is that's that big hill that you see just over there. And there's a walking path. I think they call it a track down here. They might call it a track, but there's a track that'll take you up to the top. And when I was here not too long before, the track was actually closed. You couldn't go up it. And I decided to come down and see if in fact it is actually still closed. Now, where I was staying before was right up here, as you may recall. I used to come down and get my my morning coffee and all that. That was my my building. Actually, my building was well, I don't know where my building was. I don't know that it matters. That was my building right there, I believe. But I'm going to just walk a little bit. Maybe we'll go down and see if anybody's fishing. And speaking of fishing, that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going fishing tomorrow. The ever so lovely Denise and the ever so wonderful Graham are going to come up, and the three of us are going to go fishing, or maybe just Graham and I are going to put the rods in the water. But maybe Denise will fish with us. Who knows? But you know, it's actually nice as I'm walking about. It's actually nice to see people out, and what a contrast. I got to tell you, folks. You know, now I know that I'm only seeing the news. I'm only seeing the stuff happening back in America through the evening news, so to speak, and you see all the doom and gloom. But down here in Australia, you just don't get the sense of the doom and gloom. You know, it's not so prevalent down here as you might see up on the other side of the equator, if you will. There's a couple having a nice picnic on a Saturday afternoon. So I'm going to see if I can't. We'll walk out on the pier for a moment, and then I'm going to go and we'll see if the walking track is open up to the top of Mount Tamari. I found my way down to the wharf or the pier, whatever you want to call it, and give you a shot down the beach. There's actually some young kids swimming in the water, so the water can't actually be all that cold, I would imagine, if these guys are swimming in the water. There's somebody out there on a boat doing some fishing. What a beautiful day it is. Last couple days it's been a little bit overcast and gray, and the weather forecast for tomorrow, according to the ever so lovely Denise, is warm sunny weather for our fishing adventure tomorrow. So, all right, I'm going to go and walk a little bit over in that direction and see if that track up the mountain is open. I'd be willing to bet it is. Well, I found my way to the entrance to the walking track, and I'm not quite sure what to tell you. I see it's roped off, and the sign says that you can't go in. And I don't know if they just haven't gotten around to opening this back up yet or taking this down, because I've seen some people going up there. So I'm not going to bother, until I see that tape and that sign taken off. I'm not gonna do that. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take a walk just around down a path just right next to here and go down and check out the beach. I believe I've done this video before, but what the heck. This is the path that'll take you up to Zenith Beach, which is right alongside the mountain there for Tamari Mountain. But let's go check out the beach here. You can see I reached the beach, and there is Mount Tamari right there. And it would seem that surf is up, but I was just talking to a couple surfers that just came out of the water, and they were telling me that this isn't necessarily the best day for surfing. It's just all about having a little bit of fun while they wait for the big waves to come. And I don't know about you, but boy, those look like pretty big waves to me. And there's half a dozen surfers out there. I haven't yet felt the water yet. I'm found my way down by the surf, but still waiting for the water to come up a little bit. Really is spectacular coastline. Here comes a breaking wave. Look at this. Wow. This one's gonna get my feet wet. And that it did. And it's actually not too cold, interestingly enough. The water's not too bad. See some surfers down here either getting ready to come back in or call it a day. Well, looks like this one, maybe he's heading back in. Boy, Aussie's got the good life. Oh, here's a guy riding a wave. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, folks. So that's your day's walk and talk, if you will. Hope everybody out there is doing well. You know, with everything going on in this crazy world, it sure is nice to reach the beach, if only for an afternoon. And here I am at Zenith Beach, Zenith, here in Shoal Bay, I think it is. Shoal Bay, Australia. And surf is up. Wow, really some nice waves. I see there's about a dozen surfers out there trying to catch the waves. Here comes somebody right here. You can see that. All right, have a great day.